us not consort with them, to show an unfelt sorrow's defense, which the false man does easy. All to England.
To Ireland, I. Our separated fortunes will keep us both the safer. Where we are, there are daggers in men's smiles. The near blood, the near bloody.
This murderous shaft that shot hath not yet lightened, and our safest way is to avoid the ink. Therefore, to horse, and let us not be dainty of leave-taking, but shift away. There's wanton theft which steals itself when there's no mercy left.
Thou hast it now, King, Cawdor, Glom, all. As the weird women promised, and I fear, thou playedst most foully for it. Yet it was said, it should not stand in thy posterity, but that I should be the root and father of many kings. Yet it was... If there come truth from them, as upon thee, MacBeth, their speeches shine. Why, by the verities on thee made good, may they not be my oracles as well, and set me up in hope? But hush, no more.
Here's our chief guest.
If he had been forgotten, it had been as a gap in our great feast, and all thing unbecoming.
Tonight we hold a solemn supper, sir, and I request your presence.
Let your highness command upon me, to the which my duties are with the most indissoluble tie, forever knit.
Ride you this afternoon.
Aye, my good lord.
We should have much desired your good advice, which hath them both brave and prosperous, and today's counsel, but we'll take tomorrow. Is it far you ride?
As far, my lord, as will take up the time. Twixt this and supper, go not my horse the better. I must become a borrower of the night, for dark hour or twain.
Fail not our feast.
My lord, I will not.
Hie you to horse. Adieu, till your return at night. Goes Fleance with you.
Aye, my good lord. Our time does call upon.
I wish your horses swift and sure of foot, and so I do commend you to their backs. Farewell. Let every man be master of his time till 7 at night. To make society the sweeter welcome, we will keep ourselves till supper time alone. Well then, God be with you. Sirrah, a word. Attend those men on pleasure.
There are, my lord, without the pad escape.
Bring them before us. To be thus is nothing, but to be safely thus. Our fears and banquets stick deep, and in his royalty of nature reigns that which would be feared. 'Tis much he dares. Who's there? Now, go to the door and stand there till we call. Was it not yesterday we spoke together?
It was, so please your highness.
Well then, now, have you considered on my speeches? Know that it was he in the town's past which kept you so underfortunate, which you thought had been our innocent son.
You made it known to us.
I did so, and went further, which is now our point of second meeting. Do you find your patience so predominant in your nature that you can let this go? Are you so gospel to pay for this good man and for his issue, whose heavy hand hath bound you to the grave, and but guard yours forever?
We are men, my liege.
And I would put that business in your bosoms, whose execution takes your enemy off, grapples you to the heart and love of us, whose health we wear, but sickly in his life, which in his death were perfect.
I am one, my liege, from the vile blows that buffets the world, so incensed that I'm reckless to what I do, spite the world. And I another, so weary with disasters, come with fortune, that I would set my life on any chance, to mend it or be rid on it.
Both of you, no Banquo was your enemy.
True, my lord.
So is he mine, and in such bloody distance that every minute of his being rust against my nearest of life. And thence it is that I to your assistance do make love, masking this business from the common eye for sundry weighty reasons.
We, my lord, perform where you command us, so our
Your
lives...
spirit shine through you, and must embrace the fate of that dark hour. Resolve yourselves apart, I'll come to you anon.
We are resolved, my lord.
I'll call upon you straight, abide within. Ha! It is concluded! Banquo, thy soul's flight, if it find heaven, must find it out tonight.
Is Banquo gone from court? Aye, madam, but returns again tonight.
Say to the king I would attend with leisure for a few words.
Madam, I will.
had all spent, whereas our desire is God without content. 'Tis safer to be that which we destroy than by destruction dwell in doubtful joy. How now, my lord? Why do you keep alone of sorriest fancies your companions making, using those thoughts which should indeed have died with them they think on? Things without all remedy should be without regard. What's done is done.
We have scorched the snake, not killed it. Better be with the dead, whom we, to gain our peace, have sent to peace, than on the torture of the mind to lie in restless ecstasy.
Come, gentle my lord, sleek o'er your rugged looks, and be bright and jovial among our guests tonight.
So shall I love, and so I pray be you. Let your remembrance supply to Banquo. Present him eminence, both with eye and tongue. Unsafe the while that we must lave our honors in these flattering streams, and make our faces visage to our hearts, disguising what they are.
You must leave this.
Oh, full of scorpions is my mind, dear wife. Thou knowest that Banquo, and his fiance lives.
But in their nature, copy is not eternal.
There's comfort yet. They are assailable. Then be thou jocund. Ere the bat hath flown his cloistered flight. Ere to block Hecate summons the sharp-born beetle with his drowsy hums. Half night's yawning peal, there shall be done a deed of dreadful night.
What's to be done?
Be innocent of knowledge, dearest child, till thou applaud the deed. Come, stealing night, scarf up the tender eye of pitiful day, and with thy bloody and invisible hand, cancel and tear to pieces that great bond which keeps me pale. Thou marvelest on my words, but hold thee still. Things bad begun make strong themselves by ill. So prithee, go with me.
But who did bid thee join with us? MacBeth. He needs not our mistrust since he delivers our offices. And what we have to do, to the direction just. Then stand with us. The west yet glimmers with some streaks of day, to gain the timely and uptapped traveler's face. But near approaches the subject of our watch.
Hark, I hear horses.
Give us a light here. Oh, bed to see that are regular already you're in the court.
His horse is called out.
Almost a mile, but he does usually. So I'm empty. From hence to the path, make it the walk.
A light.
'Tis he. Stand to it.
It will be rain tonight.
Let it come down.
Fly, good Leon, fly!
Who did strike up the light? Was it not the way?
There's but one down. The sun is fled.
We have lost the best half of our affair. Well, let's away and say how much is done.
You know your own degree. Sit down. The first and last, a hearty welcome.
Thanks to your majesty.
Ourself will mingle with society and play the humble host. Our hostess keeps her state, but in best time we will require her welcome.
Pronounce it for me, sir, to all our friends, for my heart speaks their welcome.
See, they encounter thee with their hearts' sense. Both sides are even. Here I'll sit in the midst. Be large and mirth. Anon will drink a measure, the table round. Blood upon thy face.
'Tis Banquo's then.
Tis better thee without than he within. Is he dispatched?
I'm my lord. His throat is cut. That I do.
Thou art the best of cutthroats. Yet he's good that did the like for Fleance. If thou didst it, thou art the mountain whereof.
Most royal sir, Fleance estate.
Then comes my fate again. I had elf been perfect, whole as the marble, founded as the rock, as broad and general as the casing air. But now, I am capped, cramped, confined, bound into saucy doubts and fears. But Banquo's safe.
I, my good lord, safe in a ditch he bides with 20 trenched gashes upon his head, the least adept to nature.
Thanks for that. There the grown serpent lies. The worm that's fled hath in time will venom nature breed. No chief for the present, get thee gone. Tomorrow we'll hear ourselves again.
My royal lord, you do not give the cheer. The feast is sold that is not often vouched. Well, 'tis a making, 'tis given with welcome. To feed were best at home. From thence the sauce to meat is ceremony. Meeting were bare without it.
Sweet remembrancer. Now, good digestion. Wait on appetite, and health on both.
May it please your highness.
Here have we now our country's honor root, were the grace person of our Banquo present. Whom may I rather challenge for unkindness than pity for mischance?
His absent servants blame upon his promise.
which of you have done this?
What, my good lord?
Thou canst not say I did. Never shake thy gory locks at me.
Gentlemen, rise. His Highness is not woe. Sit! Worthy friends, my lord is often thus, and hath been from his youth. Pray you keep seat. The fit is momentary. Upon a thought, he will again be well. If you much know him, you shall offend him and extend his passion. Feed and regard him not. Are you a man?
I, and a bold one, that dare look on that which might appall the devil.
Oh, proper stuff. This is the very painting of your fear. This is the air-drawn dagger which you said led you to Duncan. Shame itself, why do you make such faces? When all's done, you look but on a stool.
Prithee, see there. Behold, look. What say you? Why, what care I? If thou canst not, speak too. The charnel houses and our graves must send those that we buried back. Our monument shall be the moss of kites.
What quite unmanned and bold?
If I stand here, I saw him.
Fie for shame.
Blood hath been shed here now, in the olden time. Ere humane statue purged the gentle wheel. Aye, and since too, murders have been performed, too terrible for the ear. The time has been when the brains were out, the men would die in their end. But now they rise again with 20 mortal murders on their crowns to push us from our stools. This is more strange than such a murder is.
My worthy lord, your noble friends do lack you.
I do forget. Do not use me, my most worthy friends. I have a strange infirmity, which is nothing to those that know me. Come, love and help to all. Then I'll sit down. Give me some wine, fill full. I drink to the journal of joy of the whole table, and to our dear friend Begward, whom we miss. Would he were here. To all in whom we thirst, and all to all.
Our duties and the pledge.
Avaunt, and quit my sight. Let the earth hide thee. Thy bones are marrowless. Thy blood is cold. Thou hast no speculation in those eyes which thou dost glare with.
Think of this, good peers, as but a thing of custom. 'Tis no other, only it spoils the pleasure of the time.
What man dare? I dare. Approach thou like the rugged Russian bear, the armed rhinoceros, or the Hircan tiger. Take any shape but that, and my firm nerves shall never tremble. Why so? Being gone, I am a mannequin. Pray you, Cecile.
You have displaced the mirth, broke the good meeting with most admired disorder.
Can such things be, and overcome us like a summer's cloud, without our special wonder?
What sights, my lord? Pray you, speak not. He grows worse and worse. Question enrages him. At once, good night. Stand not upon the order of your going, but go at once.
Good night, and better health. Attend his majesty.
A kind good night to all.
It will have blood, they say. Blood will have blood. Stones have been known to move, and trees to speak. Ogres and understood relations have by magpies and chalks and rooks brought forth the secret of man of blood. What is the night?
Almost at odds with morning. Which is which?
How sayest thou that Macbeth denies his person at our great bidding?
Did you send to him, sir?
I hear it, by the way, but I will send. There's not a one of them that in his house I keep a servant fed. I will tomorrow, and betimes I will, to the weird sisters. More shall they speak, for now I am bent to know, by the worst means, the worst.
You lack the season of all natures, sleep.
Come, will to sleep. My strange and self-abuse is the initiate fear that once our use. We are yet but young indeed,